If you're a foodie, then you probably love trying new foods. Do you recall those moments when you travel to a foreign place and want to sample everything? It's typical. Since we are naturally inquisitive creatures, we desire to learn as much as we can about this wide and rich world. We initially judge new items by their appearance and aroma before tasting them. But appearances can be deceiving, and there are some incredibly tasty foods that are also quite harmful to humans. We'll discuss 22 unusual meals that can actually kill you or land you in the emergency room in today's video. They are among the most hazardous foods in the world. Keep watching to learn about poisonous foods like monkey brains, which are genuinely eaten in some regions of the world. Are you prepared? Now let's get one. Fugu fish. In Japan, fugu fish is considered a delicacy, yet improper preparation can be fatal. A toxin found in fugu called tetrodotoxin is more lethal than cyanide. The fugu is prohibited in the US for this reason. To be able to cook this fish legally, Japanese chefs need to pass a stringent exam and undergo extensive training. Japan is one of the countries that enjoys the greatest appreciation for fugu fish, with over 10,000 tons consumed annually. Could you risk an attempt at it? 2. Giant bullfrog. This frog's poison can be fatal, and it can grow up to the size of a cat. Still, Namibians prepare and consume it as a gourmet dish. The enormous bullfrog can result in kidney failure and other issues if it is not cooked correctly. Do you believe the danger is worth it, even though it might taste incredibly good? Tell us in the comments section below. 3. Alfalfa sprouts. Alfalfa sprouts are tasty and incredibly nourishing. You could, however, become ill with salmonella. If you eat them while they're growing, they could harbor bacteria that cause illness, such as salmonella, Listeria monocytogenes, or E. coli. That should be plenty for a late-night ER visit. And that's not what you would want, would it? Additionally, cannabinoid, a toxin found in alfalfa sprouts, can impair immunity. So set these sprouts aside. There are lots of other delicious and nourishing options available. Liking our video so far, before we move on to the next food, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on new informative videos. 4. Bluefin tuna. In Japan, bluefin tuna is considered a delicacy. It is highly flavorful and pricey, and it is used for sushi and sashimi. A massive bluefin tuna brought a staggering $1.76 million at auction in 2013. However, because bluefin tuna has significant concentrations of the hazardous chemical component mercury, eating can be deadly. Serious problems with the kidneys, heart, and nervous system can arise from high mercury concentrations. It can be fatal to the human body when consumed in big amounts. Use caution when handling bluefin tuna. It may be considered a delicacy, but there is a serious risk involved. 5. Blood clams. The Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic, and the Pacific are home to blood clams. Not blood clams, but delicious and safe to eat clams are the norm. Blood clams are known to consume a variety of viruses, such as hepatitis A or typhoid diarrhea, which can be harmful to people. Blood clams are known to dwell in low oxygen settings. So why not just stick with regular clams and stay away from the blood clams? Isn't it an improvement? 6. Kapang fruit. Pangium adul is the scientific name for kapang. The tree is native to Singapore, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Poisonous almost everywhere on the kapang tree. The fruit, leaves, and wood all contain large concentrations of the lethal chemical cyanide. Still, the indigenous people have discovered a method for cooking the fruit seeds. Boiling the seeds before burying them for 40 days in an ash pit is one of the traditional techniques. Because of their flavor and creamy texture, the seeds are regarded as a delicacy. Would you nonetheless accept the risk? 7. Hækrel. Hækrel is a delicacy from Iceland that tastes like urine and smelly cheese. To wash it down, you'll need a large shot of liquor. Hold on, what? Hækrel is essentially a raw, rotting shark that is buried for months to keep its skin from becoming poisonous. It's a popular tourist destination and the national dish of Iceland. Why then is it risky? Hækrel is essentially fermented raw shark flesh. Because raw shark meat has a high urea content, it is poisonous. Urea is necessary for sharks to maintain a healthy salt balance in their body. High urea levels, however, can cause skin, eye, and respiratory disorders in people. 8. Sanaki. Sanaki, also called live octopus, is essentially a raw octopus dish that is served while the octopus is still moving. The octopus is dead, but the tentacle's nerves are still wriggling and the suction cups are still working. Sanaki is risky because it poses a choking threat. It must be properly chewed before swallowed. It is reported that 6 people a year choke to death on Sanaki, so before you try it, consider twice. 9. Kasam Maru. Kasam Maru is essentially maggot-filled cheese. Many countries around the world, including the US, have outlawed it. Why? Since genuine maggots are present in it. In order for flies to lay their eggs in Kasam Maru, it first starts as a real block of cheese that is placed outside. The maggots begin eating the cheese after these eggs hatch, partially digest it, and then defecate the remaining material. Although it may sound disgusting, Kasam Maru is a highly sought-after treat that can fetch up to $500 a pound on the illicit market. If you were to attempt a bite, you might get a severe allergic response, vomiting, nausea, and pain in the abdomen. Naturally, I'm not sure how you could have ever managed to get it in your mouth. 10. Silver striped blissop. This fish is regarded as a delicacy and is found in the Indo-West Pacific. It has been consumed by humans for centuries. On the other hand, the skin, liver, and reproductive organs are all highly toxic and can cause life-threatening respiratory issues as well as deadly paralysis. The fish is still excellent and healthy if you carefully remove these pieces, though. Would you accept the chance? 11. Ackee. Jamaica's national fruit is the ackee. However, eating it can make you throw up a lot. Ackee, sometimes called Jamaican vomiting sickness, is characterized by high concentrations of hypoglycin, a powerful hypoglycemia agent that can be fatal. It seems you can eat the yellow flesh as long as you stay away from the poisonous black seeds. If the red fruit were to break open, would you take the chance? 12. Cassava. The Caribbean, Central America, and South America are the native home of this starchy root vegetable. Another name for it is yuca. Approximately 500 million people use cassava in their soups, breads, and desserts. But if not prepared correctly, the toxin in cassava can kill you and turn it into cyanide when it is digested. Thus, exercise caution. 13. Stonefish. This fish is quite safe to eat and is also regarded as a delicacy. However, cooking and catching it might be fatal. Its back is covered in 13 sharp, poisonous spines. A sting damages the nearby skin tissue and causes unbearable pain. Furthermore, the venom has the potential to cause shock, paralysis, seizures, and even death. Would you eat it even now while you read this? Though it's safe to eat, nonetheless. 14. Death cat mushroom. The death cat mushroom, or Amanita phalloides, is a deadly poisonous fungus that is commonly found throughout Europe. It is actually among the world's most hazardous mushrooms. A few mouthfuls of death cat mushrooms can induce diarrhea, vomiting, and cramping in the abdomen. This is referred to as the honeymoon phase initially. The toxin in these mushrooms will silently kill the liver, resulting in rapid organ failure, coma, and even death if the source of the abdominal cramps is not found in time. Therefore, avoid mushrooms if you don't know anything about them. 15. Inky Cat Mushroom. Because the Inky Cat Mushroom turns dangerous when combined with alcohol, it is also known as Templar's Bane. When combined with alcohol, a specific toxin found in the fungus can result in significant disease. Sweating, vomiting, diarrhea, nausea, and palpitations are some of the symptoms. It seems that either applying alcohol topically or breathing it in can initiate the symptoms. It's an unpleasant thing. 16. Raw elderberries. A common ingredient in homeopathic medicine, elderberries are used to treat colds and skin problems. They taste really well when eaten as well. But their twigs, leaves, and seeds contain a substance that resembles cyanide. You may experience severe vomiting, nausea, diarrhea, and dehydration if you consume raw elderberries. 17. Raw cashews. If you adore these delectable nuts and regularly buy a bag from your neighborhood grocery store, you should be aware that raw cashews contain a hazardous substance called urushiol, which makes them exceedingly dangerous. This substance can result in several painful skin diseases and is related to poison ivy. Furthermore, raw cashews can be fatal in excessive doses. But the cashews you purchase at the store aren't raw. You should be safe because the kernels have really had their urushiol removed through steaming. But always remember that raw cashews are not good for you. 18. Monkey brains. China considers monkey brains to be a delicacy. They're a prized dish over there, which may sound strange to us. But Creutzfeldt-Jakob, a severe neurodegenerative condition, can be brought on by monkey brains. Similar to the mad cow disease, it can cause gradual paralysis, depression, visual impairment, dementia, and even death. Crazy, huh? Kindly serve me some chicken. 19. Elvers. Elvers are a type of juvenile eels that fetch a price tag of $6,000 per kilogram. Japan considers them to be a delicacy. You should be aware, though, that eels in general and elvers in particular have deadly blood. Elvers and eels can be quite hazardous if not cooked all the way through. Additionally, they are protected as endangered species in several regions of the world. So please, just don't consume them. 20. Lychee. It is a really tasty dish, but you should only consume it when it's completely ripe. If not, it may prove harmful and occasionally even lethal, inducing brain fever and inflammation of the brain. High temperature, convulsions, vomiting, unconsciousness, and seizures are the primary symptoms. 21. Shea. Shea has lengthy leaves, similar to tree spinach. It is a mainstay of Central American cooking and is indigenous to the Yucatan Peninsula. But the leaves must be carefully simmered in oil before consumption, since they contain components that can produce cyanide, which can be quite dangerous. 22. Bamboo shoots. The only portion of the bamboo plant that is edible is the shoots. They are frequently found in Asian cooking and pair nicely with soups and noodles. But before consuming them, you must carefully boil them because they contain poisons that produce cyanide. Now that you've gone through this list of 22 exotic foods that can actually kill you, will you still try them out or say pass? Let us know in the comments down below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more fun and informative videos like this one. Thanks for watching. Your wellness is our mission.